February 14th, 2018 was Valentine's Day, and me and my friend, my very good friend Alyssa, we have English. So that day we sit down, and it's actually the one day that we were able to sit together, because I think she's just like from the previous class. So we all sat together, me, my friend Victoria, and Alyssa. And we're writing an essay, and we hear gunshots coming from the hallway. And at that moment, I kind of like, everyone started running, and I was kind of like, guys, like, it's not gunshots. I mean, it was probably blanks or balloons, like something. So everyone starts running, all different places. So some people run to the wall, some people run to the desk. I go under the teacher assistant table. Alyssa comes with me, and then she moves to the teacher's desk where everyone is. And then we're kind of waiting there for like 30 seconds, and before we knew it, our door was shot through, and there's glass all over. There's glass in front of me. I look over, it's all over the entire room, and he starts shooting my classmates. He shoots like Justin Colton, Alex Schachter, a bunch of kids, and then he kind of makes his way, like he shoots in like a kind of going clockwise, and then he goes to Alyssa, who's my best friend. He shoots her. She kind of falls back, and there's blood everywhere, and then I'm like, they're gonna catch him, they're gonna catch whoever this is. I was kind of like convincing myself that it wasn't actually happening, and then he comes back to our room. He goes to the room next door, which is AP Psych and the Holocaust class, and then he comes back to our room, and he shoots a few more kids, and then after that, we're all just kind of there, like very in shock. My mind kind of just like shot down. And then, we keep hearing gunshots. It's like they literally like will not stop. I heard them go up and up, because the building is 3 stories. And, it kind of felt like it was never gonna stop. It felt like he was just gonna shoot the entire school. He was gonna come back to us, he was gonna shoot me, he was gonna unlock the door. And, we kept hearing gunshots. I look over, and, there's bodies on the floor of my classroom. And, it was very, very surreal. And then I hear some yelling. And 10 minutes later, from when he came to our room, the SWAT team comes in. And they kind of go like, if you're able to walk, if you're able to move, like, run. And we all run to the other side of the street. And as I'm getting out of my classroom, I kind of like look around at what's happening, and I see like my classmates who I saw 12 minutes ago, they're dead. I see like Alyssa, she's my best friend, I saw her dead, and I saw, like, it's very surreal. This whole moment, it's just kind of like this is not happening. Like, everyone in my class thought it was a dream. And then we get out, and I look at the news as when I get to my friend's house, and it's kind of just like, this really happened, and 17 people are dead. I didn't see him. I saw, because Alyssa was right next to me, I see like bullets going through some of my friends. I saw Alex like fall back, and I saw Alyssa fall back, and I kind of like saw his shoes a little bit, but the moment is so like surreal, like I can't even like see it as like a clear picture. When you're hearing gunshots, like all you can think about is, like I'm next. I was thinking like, this is my last moment, these are my literally like last minutes of life. and their powder is all over it. Like, you kind of smell like, it kind of smells like kind of like after a fire is, after a fire, and kind of smells like very like ashy. And the whole classroom, it feels like it's like powder. It's gunpowder. So yeah, it's very like hectic. A lot of us were praying. A lot of us were kind of like sitting there. Some people tried to help the others. I was thinking of going to help Alyssa, but you know, you can't, because if you try and get up and get out of your seat, he's gonna shoot you too, and it's just gonna be another person dead. He went from the first floor to the second to the third, so you know, everyone there is kind of just like going like this, you know, hoping he doesn't come back. And kind of all I could think about, honestly, was, you know, I have friends on the second and third floors and the first, and all I was thinking about was like, who's going to be left? You know, you hear so many gunshots, it's kind of just like am I going to be the only one? Am I going to be the only one who's like survived after this entire thing? So the SWAT team came in, and at first I thought he was back a third time, because I hear open the door, and I guess our door was actually locked that one day. Our door is never locked. Like, I'd say about 25% of the time our door is locked, and thank God that one day it was locked. So they open it, they go through the broken glass, and they open the door, and they come in, and I guess, I don't know what was going through everyone else's mind, but I know in my mind I was thinking like, you know, like that really happened. That just happened. And as soon as I saw the SWAT team, I look around, and it's very like, it's kind of just like, the reaction's like, what just happened? Like, it's crazy. I saw a few bodies in the hallway. I see the glass of the class next door. I see their doors also broken. So I was thinking, you know, he also shot kids in there. And kind of like walking around, and I see one girl with like a huge like kind of like a bubble over her eye, and I think like, it so easily could have been me. It so easily could have been anyone. Before this happened, I always, you know, like I heard them on the news, and I heard them sometimes, but I really didn't think much of it, because I thought, it's another shooting, poor families. Like, but I think I really want people to understand, and I really want, you know, those who may disagree with some of like what I think needs to happen, I really want them to understand that the pain, and you know, you can imagine, you can try to like sympathize with some people, but nobody understands how it feels to be in a room and literally feel like these are your last moments of life. And I think that if everyone like kind of gets that sense of, you know, what it feels like, I think that we could see more change, and when people really understand. I don't think I'll ever be able to really like move on. I don't think I'll be okay for a while. I mean, I think that everyone who was in the room and everyone who really hear these gunshots, I mean, like I flinch every time I hear a loud noise. Like my friends, like she can't listen to anything that has like big sounds, because you know, it's to think about you being okay from this. Like when I think about like how my life is going to be in 10 years, or like even in a few months, I mean, maybe I'll find ways to like cope with it, but I don't think I'll ever be okay. I don't think I'll ever be able to move on. I don't think I'll ever be able to forget what I saw in that classroom.